episode of Maximilian Must Know. Today we're taking a look at one from the house of Nejma from their oud line. This one is called Number 7, and this one was sent to me by Nejma. If you want some brand backstory, please watch the Scent Safari video that I did on this house. But basically, this one was sent to me with the samples that Nejma sent me. It retails $135 for 100 ml. You can purchase it at Macy's, which I believe is now the exclusive US retailer. And this one was a 2014 release from perfumer Alice Lavanay, who did a few other scents for Nejma. And the notes on this one are going to be green mandarin, citrus from Calabria, and pink grapefruit at the top. In the middle, you're going to get neroli flower, cacao, and coconut. And in the base, you're going to get oud wood, white musk, and patchouli. It is a concentration of eau de parfum. Now, as far as your presentation goes, the box Nejma 7 oud line. Inside there is a place for the fragrance. On the bottom you have the information. They are made in France. And on the back you just have the natural spray. And then here the bottle is really nice. Nejma 7. The cap is gold. It has a star. The top is see-through. Atomizer works really well. And on the bottom you have a sticker. So I actually am a big fan of this sort of gold and black presentation. The bottle's heavy. It has a nice grip, sort of like a matte almost. Well, it's not matte. It's a very smooth surface, but I think it looks really dignified and classy. And I think the box is really classy as well. And as far as the fragrance goes, because that's obviously why you're here, this one is a splendid fruity gourmand oud scent. It opens up with some very pronounced fruit. I get grapefruit, I get mandarin, and I get neroli. And it's very juicy, very authentic. The notes are really well done. And on this, as this one progresses, it gets way more gourmand. I start to get cacao, coconut comes out in this one. Citrus stays in place, but you have this melange of mixed fruit, all the citrus with the coconut, and then you get some cocoa. And then underneath all that is the oud and a little bit of patchouli. And with the oud and the fruit and the cacao, my God, guys, this is a stunning fragrance, and I'm very surprised that this one isn't more of a hit within Fragcom, because their entire lineup of oud fragrances are just very well done. I think I found this and 6, oud 6 or Nejma 6 to be the two best. Now, as you reach the dry down of this one, it does get a little bit drier. The sweetness fades a little bit, and you're left with this combo, for me, of oud and cocoa, a drier cocoa. It's really nice. It's really upscale. This is a great, I think, suit and tie fragrance, but you can also definitely dress this one down. Performance is good. It's not a banger for an eau de parfum, but if this was too intense, it might be a little overbearing. It lasts for a good while on my skin, but after about 3 hours, it's going to become a little bit more of a skin scent. But like most good scents, this one does progress on the skin. It is without a doubt unisex. I'd say it might lend a little bit feminine, but to me, I would say if someone asked me, male, female, I'd say this one's unisex down the line. And I think, really, guys, you could wear this one any time of year. I think this would be fine for cooler summer evenings and spring evenings. It might be a little bit light for the cold. It might actually be an oud scent that's better suited for warmer weather, as it does have a little bit of sheerness to it, which I really enjoy. As far as comparisons, guys, there's not a lot that I can make. It is a little bit similar to Nejma 7, which is another fruity oud scent from Nejma. The oud to me has the feel of some of the Martine Micallef fragrances and some Montal fragrances, but I find the Nejma scents to be really unique. And when every house out there, even now designer houses, seem to offer an oud bottle, it's nice to be a little bit different from everything else. Who's this for? I'd say this is for someone looking to get into oud and out of designer scents, which is why Macy's is a great place for this line. These aren't hardcore oud scents with medicinal or funky qualities. They're sort of upscale designer scents with an oud interjection, and so I think they're great crossover scents. If you're a hardcore oud guy and you like some of the more challenging ouds out there, this might not be for you. I'd say this is more a beginner starter oud. It doesn't have the power as of some of the more funky ouds, and I think it's not that hardcore. Some of those other ouds are better suited to more advanced wearers. But if you just love smooth fragrances and you're not looking for just oud, then this will go by very well on you, I think, at least. Now, you guys know when I'm given a bottle, I have a thing now where I don't rate fragrances if they give them to me, but I'll tell you what I like and what I don't like. I love how wearable 7 is and how all of the Nejma fragrances are. I can wear every single one of these without doubt. I love the surrounding notes. The cocoa and the coconut with the oud is brilliant, and this is just a great fragrance to wear in the warmer months dressed up. Really perfect for those occasions. I also really like the presentation here. I wish the cocoa and coconut were amped up a little bit more, and the oud had a little bit more heft and it was a little bit more medicinal. If the cocoa and coconut were a bit stronger and the oud a bit ramped up, this would be one of my favorite fragrances of all time, without a doubt. Either way, though, I really enjoy this fragrance. I really like the Nejma line. I recommend, guys, go to Macy's, get your nose on these. They're really well done. And if you don't have access to a lot of niche fragrances where you are, but have a Macy's, then I think you'd be really well advised to go get over there and check this collection out, because these are really good fragrances. They're very affordable. The packaging is sleek and they're very wearable. And obviously that's the most important thing. And when you're going to have fragrances in Macy's, you want them to be really wearable. And I think this does that really well. I think they blur the sex line. Men or women could wear this and enjoy them. And I think this one, it really is a nice year-round fragrance. So that's my take on Nejma 7, guys. If you have any questions on Nejma 7, please feel free to reach out. I can do my best to answer those questions for you. And of course, guys, I will see you later, or this week, or early next week with more videos. Guys, you know what it is. My name is Maximilian, and I must know. Peace.